check it out. I have made significant progress on onboarding. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not in the last video, but I've been working on onboarding. I don't really like the process of working on onboarding because it takes a lot of thought, careful thought and planning and stuff. It's not really very development heavy. I like doing technical stuff, but onboarding is kind of heady, and not heady in the technical sense. It's heady in the marketing sense, because you have to put yourself in the user's shoes and imagine what might not be clear to them. You have to imagine what they may need help with when they open the app for the first time. And a lot of it is guesswork, really. In my experience, onboarding can be completely ineffective. And on the other hand, it can be quite effective. My existing app portfolio doesn't have much in the way of onboarding. So this is somewhat new for me. This is probably the most effort I've ever put into an onboarding flow. Let me just show you what I got. All right, so here it is. Here's the first page of the onboarding flow. And there's two possible scenarios when you open the app. You're either a parent or a child. The app doesn't give you any leeway in terms of in-betweens. There's no in-between, in other words. You're either a parent or a child. You have to choose which one. And if you choose parent, you get this list of benefits that the app will provide for you. And if you choose child, you get a different list of benefits. And I try to keep it as simple as I can while trying to convey what benefits that the app will give people while trying to keep it short. So let's go the parent route, hit continue again, and then it walks you through whether or not you got an invitation email. So I got an invitation, and if you select that you got an invitation, it asks you to enter your email address. So I entered an email address of a user who has an outstanding invitation, and it says invitation found right there. And then if you hit complete sign up, it pre-fills the registration form with information from the invitation. So it makes registration that much easier. And then the scenario where you didn't get an invitation email or where it's not found, you hit continue, and then you just get a blank registration form and you have to fill out all of the stuff. And then I haven't actually got the sign up portion functional yet. That's next. Pretty basic onboarding, but it was actually quite a bit of work for me. I spent probably most of my productive time last week working on this. And it looks simple, but it was actually kind of annoyingly hard. Because I went down some blind alleys and stuff and decided to rearrange how things are done. But code-wise, it uses this page view widget, which is a widget that allows you to swipe between pages. But I disabled swiping because I want to control how they go through onboarding. And so each page of the page view is itself a stateful widget. So there's 3 distinct pages so far. Or actually there's 4. So there's onboarding page intro, onboarding page benefits, onboarding page invite check, and then onboarding page registration. And yeah, that's it. And also for the little dots on the bottom, these little dots down here, I used a third-party widget. I used this dots indicator widget, which was pretty handy. That you can find here. The dots indicator widget works pretty nicely. I put this in my notes that I should mention the onboarding spec. Anyway, the way I keep track of state when going through these different pages is I pass around this onboarding state class, which just has some properties that reflect the various choices they made along the process of onboarding. And also, I should mention that I've finished creating the app icon. Check it out. The app icon is right here. Look, check it out. Family ledgers. See my mouse cursor going in circles around the app icon. Do you like it? I think people will like it. My quote-unquote designer approved it. I made it, not her. That's about it for this update, guys. My onboarding is almost done. And after the onboarding is finished, then it's time to start uploading metadata into the App Store and then finally submitting that shit and making that money, man. That's what this is all about. I'm trying to make some friggin' money, all right? Trying to make some money, dude. But no, man, it ain't just about money. It's about making something that I wanted. And we're actually using this app in my family. I made another video about dog fooding, and it's real, man. We're actually using this app. We're using it to keep track of how much money we're handing out to our kids, because they want all kinds of digital purchases and whatnot. And it's really easy to lose track of what we purchased for them, how much money we've given them, etc. So this app has been very useful for that. And I'm assuming it will be useful for other human beings out there in this world who have children like we do. I've been thinking a lot about paid acquisition. The way I'm pricing this app, the price, I think I'm pricing it around like $13 or something. So I don't know if that's going to work for paid acquisition, because that's a little bit too low of a price for paid acquisition. So I'm just thinking about maybe raising the price so that I can do App Store ads, which I've had some success with my other apps. But you need to have a high enough price subscription to make it actually pencil out, unless you're just trying to break even. But I ain't trying to break even, man. I'm trying to make some money. Shit. But that's it, man. It's Monday. Sorry if my demeanor is somewhat boring. But it's Monday, and I have very little inspiration fueling my actions today. Do you understand how that works? I tend to get filled up with inspiration in the morning, and it carries me into the afternoon. But for some reason on Mondays, the inspiration spigot is not flowing as profusely. Anyway, my next update, hopefully, it will have some significant developments. I will have submitted to the App Store or something. And that's it, man. I'm going to cut it off right here. I appreciate you. Although I'm not giving you a bunch of free code, I appreciate you watching anyway. Thank you.